So I thought I'd get a few stones out and kind of show you guys the different types of stones you're going to be seeing, or the different types of uses that you'll be seeing, which some are going to be like strictly ceremonial, some are actually going to be tools, full-on use tools. But let's just take a look here. Let's start over here. Now these two up here, these are both pecked, but this one is a rock sling bullet, and you can see how it was pecked into shape. This one over here, if you can see the dog on there, he's kind of in the sit position. This is a good luck charm, and you can see how that's been pecked. And there's a woodpecker on this side, and that was a symbol of good luck. So you take a look at these. Let's take a look at these tools here. These are both burins. Now you see that little indentation. They'd put their fingers in there, and when you hold it right, it makes the image. You see that? You see the two eyes, the nose, the mouth? So a lot of times, here's another burn. A lot of times, they would use the beak to do the work. I mean, a bird beak pecks, so what better image to put on a tool when you need pecking or something like that than a bird. I mean, a bird sits there and pecks. So here's a bird. I think it's a penguin. Maybe it's not. Could be a little junco or a chickadee or something, but it reminds me of a penguin. Let's take a look at this here. This one, you can really see the conchoidal fractures. So you can tell this one was definitely napped, but it is a bear facing that way. Do you see it? There's also another human face right there. Do you see the eye, the nose, and the mouth? Okay, when we flip this thing, there's a human face there as well. See it? See the nose right there, and the mouth. When we flip this thing, we got a snake with the eye and the nostril. And then we flip it this way, and I assume that's some type of bird with the eye and nostril and the beak. Same thing here on this piece. You can really see the conchoidal fractures, bulbs of percussion. But you've got, if you look there, you've got a man's face facing left. See the big old honking nose? If you look at the rest of it, that's a beaver. See his flat tail? Taking a look at this one. This is a scraper blade. We've got a face right there, a human face, facing this way. And this looks like a prehistoric bird. Got the big old eye, big old beak. Now, you've got a serrated edge. And look how unique, I mean not unique, look how convenient that fits. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a divot there, right in that beak. So you'd put your thumb right in that beak, put your finger on there, and you've got a scraper blade. And the cool thing about this scraper blade is this little block right here. You see that little block right there? It's built in so you can't go too far. You can't go too far down and ruin the hide. This piece here, I believe, is a ceremonial piece. And a lot of times you just kind of got to roll them around and find out how they feel. But once you feel it, you always hear people talking about how they lock in. They lock into your hand when you find that position, and that's certainly this one. So I think this is a piece of rosy quartz. I don't really know my ID too much. Some type of quartz. But there's a big old indent there, big one there, and another one there. You can tell somebody held on to it, possibly did this. Same thing here. This one has been held a lot. You see the indentation? There's another indentation there. Someone put a heart into it. There's a man's face with the eye, nose, mouth. Another indentation for your finger there. And the cool thing about this one is this one was used as a tool. You see those micro circles? I don't know if that's from like, it has to be from like hitting it, right? So I don't know. I'm not quite sure what they were doing with it. If any of you know, please let me know. But you can tell that this was a well-used tool. I mean, they use this a lot. Let's see. So I don't know if you guys find them like this. Do you guys find a lot that have concrete stuck to them? I seem to find a lot, and I often wonder, was it from, they use a lot of, a lot of early settlers would pick up rocks and throw them in walls. I mean, they built dams with big rocks, small rocks. They just used them as aggregate. So, did this fall out of something? Because you got to think, these things are old. These rocks are old. The carvings on them are old. Old. They've been picked up and reused probably 20 times. But I find a lot with concrete on them. So I think the early settlers used them. Their crap fell apart. And now we have this. It didn't want to be a part of it. Or this forms naturally. I don't know. If someone knows anything about that, please let me know. I don't want to say the wrong thing or mislead anybody. So this is my pyramid one. That's what I call it anyways. This is a crazy one. See that guy staring at you? I get the ooga boogas just looking at this piece. It's hard to make out, but there's a horned deity. We're just going to set that one down. This one's really cool. I don't know if it was used to mark a direction for like a secret location. That's what I like to imagine. See, that's half the fun, is just imagining what the heck they used it for. But that is an arrow going that way. So you could mark, if you threw this down in a pile of rocks, most people would walk past it. But if you told someone, hey, I put an arrow pointing toward the direction in the pile of the rocks, then they know what to look for, and they can go, oh, I need to go that way. So I think that's maybe what it was for. I don't know. Honestly, we weren't there. It's all speculation. So a lot of them I like to call rotators. And that's because when you, and technically they all do this, but when you change the viewing angle the image changes. So right here, we've got a duck. We're going to spin it. Now you see that. Eye, nose, mouth. Let's do that one more time. So you got a duck. I'm going to spin it. And you got a man. This is another cool spinner. You got a man right here. You'll see that. Eye, nose, mouth. When you spin it, well, now it becomes a gorilla. Spin it again, and you got a turtle head. See the eye, the nose, and the mouth? Here's a cool bird stone. I think this is ironstone. But really neat, really cool. Super tiny. Whoop, sorry about that. Another birdstone here. Find a lot of birdstones. If you guys are going to go out and look for these, you're going to find a lot of birdstones. They really like the birds. That's a quartz one. Another thing you're going to find a lot of are the mammoths. And I think these are from the mammoth steppe nomads. But as you can see there, we've got a mammoth. You'll see the full-grown version. You'll see the baby version. So another thing too to point out, and here's a mammoth, but I wanted to point out that they also used bone. So now the mammoth is facing that way. So they used bone, stone, wood, seashells. This is a piece of horned coral. Come on, camera. Fossils. They used whatever was cool, whatever they had, whatever was close, whatever was rare. I'm not sure about this one. I know this is a boar. If you can tell, that's a boar. And then I'm not sure, maybe some type of bird going that way. This one has thrown me for a loop for over a year. I don't know. I almost think it's a tooth, but I just don't know. Look at that tiny little hole down in there. Anyways, that'd be your wild boar head. So, you know, pretty much they made what they saw. They made what they needed. And then they made what they saw. Whether that's other humans, other animals. Someone's getting ready to go on a trip and you want to tell them good luck. So you make them a charm. You peck them a little charm. You give it to them. Say good luck on your trip. You want to commemorate an event or remember an event. Put it in stone. So again, a lot of it is speculation, but I just kind of wanted to give you a general idea of the types of things you're going to find. Maybe that helps you try and figure out what to look for when you're out looking, out rock hounding. That's pretty much all I got for you. If you got any questions, please let me know. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.